Right, a D D a D D D D D A E A A A A A A A A A. Hi here, Finns here. I'm back for another one of my independent reviews, giving my review of all 37 entries for this year's Eurovision Song Contest 2025. That will take place in Basel, Switzerland. Next country on my list, it's the Eagle, has landed, it's Albania. And the group is called Shkodra Elektronike, and the song is called Zjerm. You know, I have so many wonderful things to say about this song. This is definitely one of my favourite Albanian entries of all time. I just like the vibe of it, the feel, the beat. You know, it feels like something Albania should send. I think last year with Beza, I think my point I was making is it just didn't feel Albanian enough. Like when they revamped it to English, it lost its spark and its spice a little bit. You know, I'm unbreakable. I'm like, on this they keep to their roots, keeping it in Albanian, and I feel like the ethnic feel to it. And the lead singer, female singer, I think her name's Beatrice. I just love her. Just her, just voguing. Day, 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 day. I love that bit. It's just like out of nowhere, just starting to dance. And apparently, she's not a dancer in real life, but she's trained for this, the voguing. And yeah, I think and she's a really good singer, great performer. I was a bit iffy about the man speaking in Albanian at first. I was like, oh no. Really good entry. But it's kind of grown on me, and I kind of wish with that part they would put like the English translation of the lyrics when he's speaking on an LED in the background, so then you could actually understand how deep what he's actually saying. I think this is wonderful Albanian entry, even with the man speaking. That's grown on me, I'll get through it, you know, fast forward it or just press delete, but actually it has grown on me, and it does to seem like he's been forced against his will by the other woman to be on the stage. But no, I think this is wonderful, and I don't think you need, epic staging for this. You could just put two of them on there and, do what you did in Festival Concert, not Concert, Festival Kungus. Yeah, I think this is wonderful. I think this is they're Albania's best entries. They kept it to the original and haven't revamped it too much. I like that. It's just has a nice vibe and a nice flow to it. I think this is just wonderful for Albania. And why can't they win their semi-final? It's not that strong. It's in the week of the two semi-finals. There's only two female singers in total. Albania's gonna stand out. Why can't they win their semi-final? I still have faith in Albania. They could win their semi-final. I think they can do it. I really can. And when they get to the final, because Albania will get to the final, they will do very well. They will get at least top 10, pushing top 5, one of Albania's best results. I'm telling you this, I have faith in Albania. They will do well. Why can't they be a favourite to win? Why can't they win? This year is unexpected. It'll be a nice surprise for Albania. They deserve it. They haven't won before. And this is a good entry from them. So, I'm rooting for Albania. I'm like, come on, Albania. Albania 2026, here we come. I'm a happy man. A score out of 10. I'm giving it a 9.5. Yes, I am. This is one of my favourites this year. Maybe there's one more entry this year that I think is just a bit higher. I think maybe the man speaking a little bit in Albanian put a point down there, but still, a 9.5 is a great score. It's one of my favourites. I want this to do well. I've loved it since December, and I think this could do really well. And I don't think they'll change it too much at Eurovision. I think they'll keep it as much as they did at Festival Congo, sorry. But I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I think this is wonderful from Albania. I love that it stayed true to themselves and the vibe to it, and the vocals and the dancing and the ethnic sounds, and I love it. I love it. I love it. But in any case, what do you think of the Albanian entry? Comment down below in the comments section below, like and subscribe this video. I'll be back for more content very soon, so then goodbye people, goodbye. Zjerm, Zjerm, dun dun dun, on a theme, dun 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 dun.